Hello, here we are with an unboxing of the Honor 6. Now, Honor is a new name and it probably needs a little bit of explanation as to what Honor is, where they've come from and what they really stand for. In short, Honor is a new brand which has been developed by Huawei, the Chinese mobile giant. So Huawei have a lot of experience in producing mobiles and network infrastructure, and Honor is their new brand, which they're distancing themselves from in the fact that they're not actually making much mention of their own name on the Honor packaging. But Honor has been developed to be for those who want a great featured device at an exceptional price point, and the Honor 6 is their first and perhaps best example of this. So we've got quite a plain but simple yet classy box. We've got the Honor here sort of embossed on here in silver, and then we've got Honor in the background as well. A simple sort of aqua blue box, and then on the back it tells us that it is the Model 6. And then it's here where we see a little bit of mention of Huawei technologies and powered by Huawei. So basically, you've got all the benefits of a Huawei product, but perhaps with more of a consumer focus in terms of what you actually get for your money. So let's open this up and take out what we get in the box. So we've got the device here, which we'll come back to in just a moment. So in this very neutral packaging, we've got a pack which contains some documentation. Not entirely sure what that is. Looks like a SIM card blank. We then have a front and rear screen protector included. We then have warranty card and a quick start guide for the Honor 6, and that's in a variety of languages. We then have the standard micro USB to USB cable. Now, I mentioned that Huawei don't want to make too much noise that they are behind Honor, but the cable itself has the Huawei logo on it. We then have a set of 3.5mm in-ear headphones, again with the Huawei logo on it, and an inline microphone there for voice calls. And in this sample unit, we have a 2-pin European mains adapter with USB connection actually on the top, and this is a 2-amp charger to charge the device nice and quickly. So coming back to the device itself then, so this is the Honor 6 in all its glory. It's actually white in colour, the sample that we have here. And if we give you a tour around the device, but as I do that, I'm just going to power it on. Now, we have set this one up already. So on the front here, we have a 5-inch Full HD display with a resolution of 1080 by 1920. We've got a variety of sensors in the earpiece. We also have a front-facing camera that's rated at 5 megapixels, which is perfect for taking those selfies. We've got no physical buttons actually on the front at all. If we drop down to the bottom of the device, we've got a micro USB port for charging. We've also got the microphone there, and this port also supports USB hosting as well as video out with an MHL cable. On the right hand side, we have the volume up and down key, we have the power button, and then we have a cover, and if we remove this cover, just need to get my nail in there. Under this cover is where you have the SD and micro SIM card slot. So you can pop your SIM in there and a memory card. Now, officially it supports 32 gig cards, but it will actually run 128 gigabyte micro SD cards. On the top, we've got a 3.5mm headphone jack. We've got another microphone, and we've actually got an IR blaster, which is going to be enabled with a motion UI 3.0, which is coming to this device any time now. It's not actually here at the time of recording this video. On the back of the handset, we have a loudspeaker located down in the bottom left corner. We've got the Honor logo, and then right up here in the top left, we've got a 13 megapixel camera with autofocus and dual LED flash. It's actually a Sony lens that's in here, so you should get pretty good shots. We've got 16 gig of internal storage, and there's actually a 1.3 gigahertz octa-core processor built into this device. So if we show you the screen, hopefully your first impression will be that it is actually quite punchy. The colors are bright and vivid, and that's because it's got a PPI of over 400, and also inside of here is 3 gigabytes of RAM. So this thing should run really quickly with that octa-core processor and 3 gig RAM. It competes with like the Sony Xperia Z3, the Samsung Galaxy S5, the Z3 Compact to a point, and many devices like that. You've got the Android operating system, but it's been quite heavily customized with shortcuts and features to make it a bit more kind of user friendly and stand out a little bit more. The device itself weighs in at 130 grams. It's got a 3,100 milliamp hour battery in here, and it's 7.5 millimeters thick, so it's not impossibly thin, but this battery should give you 2 days battery life, so you should be getting good performance out of this handset. And because it also uses Huawei technology, you should find that the signal performance is excellent as well. Now, to give you an idea, you can see that the icons are much sort of more rounded, brighter and bolder in terms of color. There's not an awful lot of additional extras that they've actually put on here. See the customization, you've got a file manager. You can tweak the themes on the device. Press and hold here. You've got wallpapers, you've got transitions, you've got a simple home, and you've got your widgets. So there are a few tweaks to kind of make this a little bit more personal, but there's not lots of heavy bloatware actually pre-installed on the device. We have taken a couple of pictures just to give you an idea. Let's show a couple that we sort of captured on here. So here's just some books that I took when I was at home. So this was taken in low light of a model car. You got the flash on there. It's not a great shot that's come out. Just one of my dog. The detail's actually pretty good there in terms of the color, considering this was taken in relatively low light, no flash. Then we've got one close-up of a speaker. So the detail here is pretty good. Good color balance. Doesn't feel overly heavy in terms of the whites being overly bright or particularly dark on any other colors here. It's actually handled it quite well in my opinion. So there's a lot to like about this device. Probably one of the biggest things that make this device stands out is the price point. Its RRP is £250, and bear in mind everything that you get for that: a 5-inch Full HD display, octa-core processor, 3 gig of RAM, 16 gig of internal storage, a micro SD memory card slot that goes up to 128 gig, 3G, 4G, a PPI of over 400. This is really quite impressive. 2-day battery life with a 3,100 milliamp hour built-in battery, and you've of course got the Huawei build quality and reliability to go with it. So that's a quick unboxing and hands-on with the Honor 6. Be sure to check back soon for a full review. Thanks for watching.